All right, I think I'm going live now. Let's see. All right, I am getting a message that I am now live. So I'm just gonna go get started here. All right. No, okay, now I can see myself. All right, so I don't know if you guys just saw, because I thought I was recording a moment ago, and I wasn't. So I just recorded this 8-10 minute long thing, and don't think anything really happened. So now I think I really am live. So this is Mike Turner, your friendly filmmaker, and today we're answering a viewer question. And it's a viewer question that revolves around the Panasonic Fz2500, which I currently still own, and the Sony Ax700, which is very similar to this Sony NX80, which you might have seen some reviews on my channel. So I'm going to go ahead and read the question, and then I'll go ahead and answer it for you. So let's just see. All right. So this is from Manaj, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, and I apologize. Manaj Berry. How do bridge cameras like an Fz2500 compare versus, say, a Sony Ax700 if one is a beginner recording videos of lectures indoors with normal room light at night or natural daylight? Very good question. So I'm going to go ahead and answer that as best as I can. So both of these cameras are similar, except one is kind of more in a camera style body. So you can take pictures with this and shoot video with this. And the other one is obviously a camcorder style camera. So there are two differences right there. It's just kind of the style of it. I would say the monitor, the LCD monitor on the Ax700 is going to be a little bit bigger than what's on the Fz2500, so it's going to be a little easier to view. And I can definitely say the monitor that comes on that camera is actually very good. It's a very good monitor. It's very sharp. It's very easy to see, even in sunlight. So you mentioned shooting outdoors. I think your viewing of what you're shooting will be easier on the Ax700 as opposed to the Fz2500. But not by much, because this monitor is not bad either. So there is that. Both cameras have a 1-inch sensor, fixed lenses. Both have excellent zoom features on them, so the zoom range is just really good. You can go pretty wide, not like super wide on either one, but you know, it's around 24 millimeters, but then you can zoom in like past 400 millimeters, so it's really, really exceptional in terms of zoom. They both can have mics plugged into them via the 3.5 millimeter jack. Both can do headphone monitoring of your audio, which is also a very nice feature. Some of the differences that come in, though, is in my experience, and this one's probably going to be pretty big for you, is that the low light performance of the Ax700 is going to be better than what is in the Fz2500, the Panasonic camera. They both have 1-inch sensors, but that's not always the whole story. It's the way that that information is processed. You know, how is that light coming into the camera processed? And it's processed better in the Sony, so it handles low light situations better. So if you're in situations where you can't really control the light, I would lean on the Sony. But if it's a lecture, you should be able to control the light to a degree. You can always, there's going to be lights in the room. There might be lights on a stage or something. You might be able to bring your own lights in the way I'm lighting this right now. And if you are able to do that and the lighting is not bad, then this might be a better value, only because it's about $1,000 new. You could probably find it used for like $650 or whatever, $600. And then the Sony is $1,798. So, you know, you're looking at about $800 more for that camera. So do you want to pay that much more? It really depends, you know. But here's one of the things about the Sony that I do like, right? Especially because you said you're shooting lectures. I don't know how long these lectures are, but the battery life on the Sony is going to be better. The battery on this is probably, I think it gets you around 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken. On the Sony, on my NX80, I think I get like off an extended battery, I'm getting like I feel like over 5 hours. I think the stock battery that comes with it, man, I feel like it's really good. I mean, I shot a wedding with it and I had the battery in for like 4 hours or something and it was still rolling. I mean, not continuously. I mean, it was kind of off and on and you're going to be continuous. But definitely the battery life in the Sony is going to be better. Is it leaps and bounds better? Probably not, but it's better. You know, I think you would get like at least 3.5. I wonder if I can look that up real quick. Let me just, if I can just dig that up super quick, I'll just tell you because I have the stuff up on the screen. Let me just see real quick. Let's see if I can do it in 30 seconds. I'll tell you. Let's see. All right, so here we go. Well, it's close. Gives me the charging time, but not the life. That's useless to me, right? Charging time is 2 hours. But what about the battery life? It doesn't really tell me. Hold on. See if I can find it. I can't find it, but I just know when I'm shooting weddings, I don't typically have problems with the batteries in there. It's good. And then here's the thing with the Sony, you could just plug it into the wall, right? You could just plug the thing into the wall. It has DC at the back. So you could just plug in there and just plug right into wall power and just, if it's a long 4-hour lecture, no problem, just plug into the wall. You can't really just do that off the bat with the Fz2500. You would have to get like a battery adapter that allows you to plug in a wall charger adapter type of thing. So it's like it's an extra step that you don't have to do with the Sony. So there is that. Other than that, you know, the autofocus in the Sony is amazing. I don't know if I just mentioned that, but if I didn't, that is the other difference that is major. Autofocus in the Sony, amazing. So, you know, it will do face tracking, focus on someone's face and keep them in focus, whether they move forward, backward, or wherever they're going, it's going to keep them in focus. Continuous autofocus with the Fz2500 is not very good for video. Focusing, if you're just taking pictures with it, is good, you know, but for video, I never rely on autofocus with this camera. It's not good. So there's something else. If you don't want to, you know, be focusing all over the place, Sony's probably a little bit better. And I just want to see if there's anybody in the room here. Yeah, there's a couple of viewers. Can't see who they are. But just wanted to see if anybody was asking any questions. So there you go. So is focusing important to you? Do you want to be able to plug in a wall? You might want to get the Sony. If those things don't matter, the batteries for the Fz2500 are very inexpensive. You could just get a bunch of them. But then you have to stop recording to change it. And that might be a problem with a lecture. You might not want to miss anything, right? But if you're able to stop the action and say, hey, I got to change my battery, and that's acceptable, then, you know, the Panasonic will be fine, right? So it really depends on the situation and whatnot. You also mentioned shooting outside. Both cameras are going to shoot outside, no problem. It's going to be beautiful. They both have ND filters built in, which always amazes me that this camera has ND filters. You can see them right here. Amazing that a bridge camera like this has ND filters built in. So both have you covered with that. Both are going to give you a great image outdoors. Both can shoot in 4K if you want it. The Sony can shoot in 120 frames per second. That's obviously not going to matter for you. That's for high speed shooting, or really if you want to slow things down and do slow motion, that's what that's going to be for. The Sony can do that. The Panasonic cannot. I'm just saying that for other viewers that are watching this video that may have different criteria than you do for what they're going to shoot, and they're wondering what the differences between these cameras are. That might be a deal breaker, right? For you, not at all. Doesn't matter. They both have very good image stabilization. I haven't had problems with either one. I'm very impressed with the image stabilization out of both cameras. Sony can do infrared shooting. Again, probably won't matter for you shooting your lectures, but for other people who may be doing other types of shooting, the Sony can do that. The Panasonic cannot. Also, the Sony can shoot log, So you can shoot in different log modes, and that's a flat shooting profile for people that want to color grade. Again, probably not going to matter for you, but I'm just mentioning it. You can get the Vlog upgrade with this, but you got to pay extra for it. It's $100. My camera actually has it in there, believe it or not. So you can do it with this one too, but you got to pay for it. Also, this can shoot 10-bit 422 externally. The Sony cannot. It's just 8-bit. And I'm not even sure if it's 422 8-bit. I don't think it is, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. But this one could do 10-bit if you need it to. And what does that mean? I mean, it's just there's more data there in the video file, and it's really good for like doing green screening and stuff like that. And yeah, this camera can do that. It can handle it. So there you go. And then of course you have the additional feature of it being a camera, right? It's a camera that you could take pictures with. So it's in that body style. So you can shoot video and you can do pictures. And, you know, that might be something that matters to some folks. You can do that with this. You can also take pictures with the Ax700, believe it or not. It's probably not going to be as good as this because this is really a camera, a stills camera and a video camera. And that one is really just a video camera that can take stills as well, but not, I don't know if they're going to be as nice as what you would get out of the Panasonic Fz2500. I think that covers it. Let me just check my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything, but that's it. Sony has the edge on autofocus, battery life, being able to plug into the wall, a bigger LCD. I mean, to me, that's really it. There's not that much more that it does over the Panasonic. The Panasonic has the edge because it can shoot 10-bit. It also has some codecs that are more data rich, so you can shoot like 200 megabits per second. The Sony can only shoot up to like 50 megabits per second in 1080. In 4K, you can shoot 100 megabits. So this one can shoot more data. The Panasonic can handle more data, so your file's gonna be bigger. They might look a little better, but I don't know. I think they both look very good. I don't particularly ever shoot in high data rates anyway. Both have very good images when the lighting is good. Sony is a little bit better in low light. Keep that in mind. And I think that's about it, man. I think I went long enough. I don't even know how long this is. Yeah, it's 12 minutes. We'll cut this short now. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do that right now. I try to answer viewer questions like this. When they're good questions like this, I try to do a video answering your questions so other people can see it and also get the answers that they're probably looking for too. So there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I guess I will see you soon.